You've been lied to. Your home is not an asset. Stay tuned to find out how to fix that. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Really Realty, the channel dedicated to help you achieve your dreams through the amazing world of real estate. My name's Dimitri Anagnostopoulos. I'm a realtor here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And today we are in a new space. I'm trying to mix things up a little bit. And we are learning about how to turn your home from a liability to an asset. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel dedicated to all adults to help educate them on the ins and outs of real estate and give them tips and tricks on how to achieve their dreams. Without further ado, let's get to the video. So, to put it blatantly simple, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket consistently, and a liability is something that takes consistently out of your pocket. Liabilities can be anything like car payments, student loans, and yes, even your mortgage. And assets are income-generating opportunities like stocks, bonds, intellectual property, and the topic we're covering today, real estate investments. Now, businesses use documents called profit and loss statements to help keep track of assets, liabilities, expenses, and income. The best part is we can apply this document to our everyday lives to figure out the truth behind homeownership. If we take a look at this rough diagram, where do you think a home belongs? Many people are fooled by the claim that if you're a homeowner, you own an asset. This is a lie predicated on the concept that your home is constantly appreciating in value, similar to how other investments do. The truth is, if we look at a month-to-month profit and loss statement, we can see that our mortgage is taking the money out of our pocket, which makes it a liability. Now, before you decide on renting for the rest of your life, let's figure out how we can turn your home into a money-making machine and achieve financial freedom. So, in order to turn this liability into an asset, we need two things to happen. One, we need to cover the expenses of owning the home. This includes the mortgage, the monthly fees, and anything else that might come up, such as repair costs. And secondly, we need to generate a surplus of money coming in order to create income. The great part is, the best solution to solve both of these problems can be applied at the same time. The solution is renting. Renters can cover the expenses of owning a home, and in most cases, can pay a little extra that goes straight into your pocket. As of today, the Arizona rental market is extremely competitive. Renters are paying a premium for homes because there is no inventory left on the market. And as a result, the landlords are able to list the property on their assets column in their profit and loss statement of life. Now, right now you might be thinking, Dimitri, if I bought a home, I couldn't move out and rent it out. I don't have that opportunity. Well, this is where a little bit of creativity comes in. Apps like Neighbor have already capitalized on this and have given owners the opportunity to rent out unused space in their home in order for other people to store their belongings. Besides storage, you might have a spare bedroom that you could rent out on Airbnb or VRBO in order to make a few bucks. By spotting these unused opportunities in your life, you can change that liability to an asset. Now, to be clear, in the last few examples, you may not come up with all the money to pay off your mortgage every month. So although you could consider it a partial asset, your home is still taking the money out of your pocket. Be sure to maximize your property's income as best as you can, depending on what situation you're in. Now, despite traditionally being a liability, there are some bonus ways where owning a home can make you money. First and foremost, appreciation. As demand in your location fluctuates, the home values may increase, which leads to more money in your pocket in the event that you try to sell your home. For example, if you purchased a home at $300,000 and a couple years later some new developments came in or new job opportunities and the demand in your area went up, you might make a few $1,000s. On top of that, if you've lived in the property for 2 out of the last 5 years, you have the opportunity to defer the taxes on those gains that you got, which means you'd be saving thousands of dollars in taxes and putting more money in your pocket. Keep in mind that these opportunities don't just come from homeownership, but rather knowing how to own it the right way. If you've been considering whether or not to purchase a home, or are looking to maximize your bottom line with a home you already own, consider some of these strategies, or reach out to me and see what opportunities you have. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, do all that great stuff, and keep a lookout every single week for a new video. My name is Dimitri Anagnostopoulos, and thanks for watching.